I want to make this quick video for you guys today. I want to talk about how you can win at life and why you need to overcome the 4 horsemen of death. So there's a saying in Sanskrit, and the saying is Samsara. There's a movie about it, but that word means game, right? Life is one big game. It's like chess. There's no right move or wrong move. It's just a move. Now, how to win at life is going to be broken down into these 4 horsemen that you got to overcome, okay? The first horseman is religion. Now, before I actually begin and talk about this, I just want to say I'm not against any of these horsemen. I just want you guys to really understand what I'm talking about and kind of digest this information. Because the people at the top, I'm talking about the real top dogs who are running shit, they're not being bound by these 4 horsemen. In fact, they dictate the rules to control these 4 horsemen, okay? So the first horseman is religion. You can be Muslim, you can be Jewish, you can be Christian, you can be Hindu, you can be Sikh, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, you don't want your religious ideologies to stop you from succeeding in life. So there's 2 levels of life. There's surviving and there's thriving. I want you to thrive. I want you to have millions of dollars. I want you to do whatever you want in life. I want you to succeed. I want you to win at life, as I talk about. I don't want you to be struggling for bills. I don't want you to be struggling in life, because at the end of the day, the laws around you, the world around you is created by man. You're no different from he or her, okay? So religion, if you're in a situation and your religious viewpoint may be hindering your success, you should pause and ask yourself, why am I so bound to my religion? Right? If you go to another country and you're doing business, for example, and you're so adamant that, like, oh, my religion is this way, that it may actually stop your success. See, religion changes, right? So what you're thought today may be different 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, etc. So don't be bound by the ideologies of religion. Don't be bound by that, okay? In life, there's a law, and that law, as I just stated, Samsara is game, but this law is tied to antifragility, meaning you have to be a chameleon. You have to adapt to your situation. You have to adapt to the times. Don't be static, okay? Be like water, as Bruce Lee talks about, okay? So that's the first thing. Don't be bound by religion. Open your mind. Accept other people's belief systems. Respect other people's belief systems. Don't say your way is right. How do you know that for a fact that your way is right? You don't, okay? That's just a fighter plane or something behind me. Second, politics. People talk about, I'm liberal, I'm conservative, I'm democratic, I'm Republican. It's all the same shit. I want you to read a book by Noam Chomsky, book, talks, etc. The party's in power. Doesn't matter what side you are, left or right, it's all the same. It's all one big game. It's a chess game. So if you think your views of being a democratic is the only way to succeed, you're wrong. Because at the end of the day, when you're so strung up on your viewpoints of life, you're burning bridges. Maybe your next business partner is a Republican and you're Democratic. And just because your guys' viewpoints on politics, you guys can't do business? That's insane. That's idiotic. Instead, maybe you should understand why he or she is coming from a Republican viewpoint, to really understand their mentalities, their psychologies, their philosophies, instead of stating your way is right. In fact, none of your guys' ways, but there is no right or wrong. There's a middle ground somewhere in between those two. So don't be bound up by politics. Don't say, I am this, I am that. Another famous proverb is, if you label me, you negate me. Don't label yourself. Don't say you're this, don't say you're that. That's what you see in politics. People are switching over everywhere. One day this guy's a Republican. 2 years from now, he's Democratic. And then you go over here in Canada. One day some guy's a liberal. 5 years later, he's conservative. Because they know it's a game. One big game. But you're trapped. They're not, because they're playing the game. So play the game, okay? Third is culture, right? People say, oh, my culture. You have to respect my culture. It's true. We should respect each other's cultures. But look at this. I have to go to China, do business there. I'm not going to go all of a sudden in China and disrespect their culture because I don't agree with it. No. That's burning bridges. I respect who they are. I practice their traditions. I learn their language. I learn their customs. I learn their culture. I become them. If you guys remember the American Civil War, Benjamin Franklin, he went over to France for a couple of years to try to convince the French, I guess, government to help them fight the British. Now, the Americans were getting concerned because Benjamin Franklin wasn't really the same person he was before. And Ben said, yeah, I'm not the same person. See, for you to build rapport with somebody, for you to actually succeed in life, people have to like you. So what did Ben do? He learned French, he adopted their culture, he adopted their customs, he became one of them. Right away, he created rapport. Because of his actions, he understood the philosophy of Samsara. Life is a game, being anti-fragile, being adaptable, really fitting in with your environment. Because of his action, the French helped the Americans. The rest is history. Okay? Fourth, final thing is race. This is a big tricky one, right? Black versus white, white versus black, Asian versus white, Asian versus black, and so forth and so forth. It's all an illusion. At the end of the day, if I prick my blood is no different than you. Your blood is no different than mine. If we take an X-ray, when we shine the X-ray around the world, what do we see? No color. We just see bones. We're all the same. The people at the top, they have a saying, divide and conquer is the name of the game. They want you to fight each other. You see a black man, they want you to hate him. You see an Asian man, they want you to hate him. Why? Hey, that is burning bridges once again. To win at life, to win at the game of life, you can't burn bridges. You have to create bridges. You have to play on such a level that you're everything always. Remember that, you're everything always. You're nothing, you're not just one thing. If you need to be something, you're that. Because you gotta thrive in that situation. Your environment dictates your action. Don't go against the environment. Mother Nature will crush you. So don't hold racial hate towards other people. Embrace them, love them, create bridges, don't burn bridges. These are the 4 dark horsemen that you have to overcome. If you master this, you will win at the game of life. The people on top, they've mastered this, but they want you to follow these rules because they know when you follow it, you can't succeed in life. So don't be trapped by the horsemen. Ditch them. Become anti-fragile. Adapt to your environment and thrive. Don't just survive, thrive. That's how you win at life. Okay, there's a couple things to do from here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Second thing, below this video, there's a link to my business mastery course. It's a 4-week intensive course where I teach you how to upgrade your mindset, double, if not triple your business. And finally, if you found value in this video, leave a comment below and share this video on social media. Share right now on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, on Pinterest.